from Humblebee and Me, and today we're making a face mask. This face mask in particular. I love doing face masks. I generally do one a week because I find they just really help suction any gunk out of my pores. They help boost circulation and they're a great gentle exfoliator. So a wonderful part of your weekly sort of facial routine. So this one is super simple. It's a base of French green clay in water with a little bit of honey, and then we'll just add a little bit of a carrier oil and a little bit of an essential oil, and that's it. We'll blend all of that together into a green paste, apply it to our faces, let that dry and wash it off, and that's it. So come on, let's go make ourselves look like swamp monsters. Because this is a super simple face mask recipe, these are all the ingredients we're going to need. We've got 5 grams or 1 teaspoon of water. It's best to use warm water, it definitely feels nicer on your face. We've got some French green clay, some raw honey from the Rocky Mountains of Canada, some Seabuckthorn oil, and some lavender oil. So for the Seabuckthorn oil, I've got the Seabuckthorn Seed Oil here. I've played with the fruit oil before and it's very orange, like Snooki orange, like Oompa Loompa orange. And so I've read that this stuff is less orange, so this is my first time playing with it. I picked up this bottle from Swanson's. And then for the essential oil, I'm using lavender. If you don't like lavender or you'd rather use tea tree or rosemary or cedarwood or really anything else you have on hand, you are absolutely more than welcome. So let's dive in. I've got a tiny whisk here. I love these for making face masks with and other tiny concoctions, so I'll pop a link to them in the description box below. But I like to start by taking my whisk and grabbing a little bit of honey, and you can see how lovely and gooey this honey is. And you really don't need very much. There's not really a wrong amount to use other than so much that your face mask is sticky. And we'll start getting that in there, and over time as we whisk in the honey and the clay, the honey will fully dissolve. So we're going to start adding our clay now. So I'll start with 1 teaspoon additions at first, and then once we get closer to the final texture that we want, I'll step it down to that ½ teaspoon measure. Whisk that in. I can feel that little bit of honey coming off the whisk and starting to incorporate. And add another teaspoon. And we're starting to get close to a final thick creamy mask texture, so we'll step it down to the ½ teaspoon addition. Alright, so I think that's probably going to be our final clay addition, so now we can add some of the carrier oils and the essential oils. So I'll start with the lavender here. I'll just add about 2 drops. There's really not a lot of mask here, so, and it's going to be quite close to your nose, so you don't want to overdo it. Right. And for the carrier oil, our Seabuckthorn. So this bottle comes with a dropper, which is really nice because if you add too much oil to a face mask, you end up getting something that's sort of like greasy Play-Doh, and it won't stick to your skin. So we just want 2 drops of carrier oil, and so it's really lovely to have a dropper for that. You can also use a disposable pipette. So we'll get that blended in. All right, now we are ready to goo up our face. Let's get goopy. Okay, well now we're just gonna let it dry. It's a good time to read a book, watch a movie, do some Netflix, probably take about 20 minutes. There's not really too long that you can leave it on. You'll just kind of get tired of having it on your face as it dries out and gets kind of crumbly and stiff and starts dropping clay all over your shirt, and you find that you can't make funny faces, but you totally want to because you look at yourself in the mirror and you look super weird. Alright, fellow swamp monsters, let's go let this bad boy dry. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes, and as you can see, this face mask has really dried quite a lot. It's quite crackly and it's kind of hard to move my face, so time for this thing to come off. This is a good job for washcloths that are not white or washcloths that you don't care a lot about. This clay can stain lighter colored washcloths, so just something to keep in mind. I've got a bowl of warm water here. I would usually do this in my bathroom, but my bathroom has terrible lighting. So I like to hold the moist washcloth up to my face for a minute or two, just to let everything soften, and then I'll start kind of sloughing it off. If you do a face mask right before you get into the shower, it's pretty convenient to just take your face mask off in the shower. Okay, so there you can see my complexion is a bit red because the clay really does, pull the blood to the surface and help increase circulation. So that will, your face will be a little bit red for a little while, and it can also feel a little bit warm. And it'll probably feel a little bit dry once all the water from washing it off goes away. So that's where it can be great to grab that carrier oil again. So I've got my Seabuckthorn Seed Oil here, and grab a couple of drops and put that on your face. Well, thankfully you can see that that's not vibrantly orange. I do not look like an Oompa Loompa. Excellent. Well, that's been how to do a face mask, a super simple one. There's loads of recipes for other ones on my blog, and I'm sure you'll see more videos for them in the future. Let's face it, me in a face mask is pretty funny. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe for more videos and awesome recipes, and be sure to check the description box below for links to everything I used in this video. See you next time!